We all know to shower every day, brush our teeth, keep ourselves clean, but how often do we clean our minds? Emotional dirt such as stress, overthinking, overanalyzing, resentment, guilt, all of these things build up too. And when they build up, they show up, it is chaotic, it's messy, and you just kind of feel you don't know what to do. If that's the case, let's discuss about this one. Hi, I'm Rashmi Ganotra, and this is your safe space where we discuss about all things good, all things kind, and everything that is sweet and nice. So let's talk about what happens when we are not able to keep emotional hygiene. So emotional hygiene is basically a form of self-care wherein you don't let all of negative emotions build up inside of you actually want to know what lies beneath, and so from time to time you find out time for yourself, wherein you are able to deal with these things and just let them out without letting them pile up. So when you want to say, for example, you have your cupboard that you haven't really looked at for a number of days or weeks or months together, and then one fine day when you walk in and you just find everything to be so messy and you just want to run away and probably not even want to have a look at it. You just don't know how to start, where to begin with. Same is the case with our emotions when they build up, and if we don't have emotional hygiene. So what exactly does it mean? It means that there could be times in a particular day wherein there are times when you didn't know how to react to certain people and you were angry, or probably you suppressed anger, or probably you suppressed your emotions, you didn't let them out, you didn't feel good, you felt disrespected, you did not know how to express those emotions, and they kind of pile up, and it could, there is a possibility that if you don't really check upon yourself, they could pile up for days together, months together, or even years together. So how do we go about it? So the right way to go about it is that, there are different people, there are, each one of us is unique and we have different ways of expressing ourselves. People who are not that good, at expressing themselves, the best thing for them is that they journal, they write everything down that comes to their mind. So how does this work? So basically, what you do is, you write everything down towards the end of the day that you didn't feel was right, you probably did not agree with, or something that hurt you, something that bothered you. And then you find out what is the right thing to do, what is the right solution. If that's something that's absolutely beyond your control, you just let go of it. You don't really, try to cling on to something that is beyond your control. However, if that's something that you want the other person, that you should let know the other person how you felt and probably just come to a conclusion or solution, then that's the right thing to do. And what is the other thing? What is the other thing that you can do? If at any point of time you feel your heart is racing and you have sweaty palms and you don't know what to do, you feel a little lost, you don't have clarity, just take a deep breath. And you feel calm, that very instant. So, and another thing that is there for you to incorporate is mindfulness. So whenever you're doing things, you are just there, present fully. You're not trying to rush, you're not trying to be at some other place at the same time, you're not trying to rush things. So you're there, you're listening fully, you're listening to the best of your capacity and probably processing it, and then delivering an output, or probably then indulging yourself in a conversation. But you have to be there, fully present. You can't be thinking that, you can't be rushing through your thoughts. You need some time to process. It could be a couple of seconds, it could be a couple of minutes, and it's okay to have your own time. You don't have to, rush anywhere. So having said that, I think this is one of the best practices that one can do for themselves, because this is something wherein you would not, it is actually, we don't really think of it as important as it should be, because it is an essential part of life. Because what is life? You have to be there, you have to be living it fully. You can't be rushing through your thoughts, or probably just compelling yourself to think in a certain way, because this is not a good practice to follow. So emotional hygiene lets you get rid of those thoughts that are no longer needed, that no longer serve purpose in your life, and you should be able to let go of them when the time is right. Because if if you don't have physical hygiene, so how you invite diseases to your body. It's in a similar fashion that you would invite diseases to your mind if you don't have emotional hygiene. Having said that, what is the right thing to do here? That take some time for yourself and just sit with yourself, probably just 10 minutes or 15 minutes a day, wherein you think about all the things that matter to you, the things that you did right today, the things that probably were not right, and give and treat yourself with kindness. One of the most important things that we need to understand here is that a lot of times we don't respect ourselves, we don't treat ourselves with kindness that we should treat ourselves with. So what happens is that we become too judgmental about our own selves. We judge ourselves way too quickly, and we kind of drown ourselves in that, in self-pity, or probably things that didn't really work out for us. We kind of think that we are probably we are the bad ones. But that's not the case. We are humans, and we probably don't know how to navigate through our thoughts, and that is okay. One can always learn it. It's never too late. You need to learn how to navigate through your thoughts, probably invite the right ones and just let go of the negative ones, the ones that don't serve any purpose anymore. So what is the right thing to do here? Sit with yourself, be kind, be gentle with your own self. Understand that you're a human too. Probably you don't know how to have patience. You could be lacking patience, you could be lacking self-confidence, you could be lacking some or the other virtue. So the right thing to do is that you sit with yourself, shower yourself with kindness, and then just move yourself forward towards the next day, and send love to those people who you think you probably were not nice with, or probably they were going through something in their heads and they didn't know how to express themselves. That's the right thing to do. Just take some time for yourself, wherein you're just sitting with yourself and exploring your own mind, the ideas, the thoughts that go on through your mind. So yeah, that's the way about it. So thank you so much for listening to me, and please inculcate such practices in your life, so you find yourself on the right path and you find yourself happy and gay. Thank you so much.